everyone, welcome to your introduction to drafting your web article. We are in week 12 of the semester, so we're moving right along. We're going to draft web articles this week. We'll have time to conference either before Thanksgiving or after, and then final drafts will be due after that. So I want to kind of in this video walk you through incorporating sources into your ideas, and then using Sway, which is a application that you get access to via your Swig account, and can help you kind of create a visually appealing and cool looking article. So let's get started. This week we've got a couple assignments that you'll need to work on. I would start working on your essay 4 draft as soon as possible. Your outlines, I'll get feedback to you pretty quickly, and what I'd like you to do is just kind of start getting your ideas on paper or on computer. Use your outline to help you, and then you'll also want to sign up for a conference for essay 4 either before Thanksgiving or after, and then Reflection 10 is due this Friday. So Reflection 10 is related to using AI. So this is just an example of a quote-unquote hot topic that you could use for essay 4. And I want to kind of encourage you all to present multiple perspectives while you are discussing it in our reflection space. So, to also get started, there's a video that I'm going to share with you all to watch this week. It's a quick one, linked here, called Quoting, Paraphrasing, and Summarizing, but it essentially walks you through how to incorporate web articles or other information you find online into your writing. I don't expect you all to be experts at this, but I do expect you to show me that certain information in your article is not your words or your ideas, that those ideas come from somewhere else. All right, so I'm not as concerned with how perfect your citations are, as more as I'm concerned with you telling me, hey, this is my idea and this part is from someone else. So I'll share this video along with my weekly video for y'all to watch. But the idea is that anytime you're using information from offline or from an outside source that you need to give what's called an in-text citation, meaning you give the author and the date, or you say, according to this website, or you embed a link, which means that you would highlight where you'd like a link to sit, and you would embed the URL for whatever website you're referring to. Think about how when you pull up a Wikipedia page, you can click on links to go other places. It's kind of like that. So the video I just mentioned that I'll share with you all does walk you through that linking process. But remember that as you're drafting, you want to incorporate multiple perspectives. This doesn't mean that you want to kind of further entrench people in that debate, like the argument culture we talked about. That's not it. You're not doing simply a pros and cons, but what would several people who are looking at this issue say about it? So say I was writing about something related to teaching English in community colleges. I might write about the issue from the perspective of students, from the perspective of instructors, maybe from administrators, maybe from people who don't really have much knowledge of community colleges. So think about the people who might care about what you're talking about and how you can discuss those perspectives all at once. And this will also help you to add length to your article, because you want to make sure that you're covering all of the information that you need. So don't forget, there are examples on Brightspace to help you. Some things to remember when you're talking about sources. You want to always give context to a source. How does it support your idea? All right, I don't want you to just spit out what this source has told you and then move on. You want to make sure that you put quotations around any exact wording from a source. Anything that is not your words needs to have quotes around it. Whether you decide to quote or put something in your own words really depends on what you're writing and why. You'll talk about this more if you take English 102, but essentially you don't want more than 10% of your piece to be quoted directly, because that's easy. You can just, I like this part, I'm going to copy and paste it into my writing, put quotations around it, and there we go. But to really make something effective and to think through the ideas that you're discussing, sometimes you do need a paraphrase, which means to put it into your own words. I am not so concerned with the difference between these two just yet. I want to kind of introduce you guys to this process that you'll explore further if you take English 102. So in our articles, links to other sources are fine. All right, you can include a works cited page if you'd like practice with that, and I do encourage you to do so, but as long as I can tell what is your idea and what is from someone else, then we are good to go. All right, the other thing I wanted to mention is using Microsoft Sway. So I mentioned this is an application that you get access to via your SWIC account. So when you log on to office.com, log into your student email, and then you'll see this homepage, right? It usually has your recent documents, and then you'll see like your email, which is Outlook, PowerPoint, Word, Excel, all of that on the side. If you click apps, there should be a label like this, and then find an application called Sway. So what I like about Sway is that it's a pretty easy way to create something like a web article. So I'm gonna actually pull Sway up and start kind of showing you how to work this through. Okay, so here I've logged into my Office account, and you can see that apps button that I mentioned here. I'm gonna click here, and then I'm gonna look for Microsoft Sway. And it's down here. It says create interactive reports and presentations. So really, it's just another app that you can use to write something like a web article. So if I guess I'm not signed in here. All right, here we go. So this is the Sway homepage, and you'll see that you can start from a template. Down here, you could choose one of these to manipulate, or I might recommend just creating a new one. Depends on what you'd like. So if you click create new, what you'll see is the sort of designer space here. So you can give your Sway a title, you can add a background image, and then you would click this plus sign to insert more content. So say you wanted to start writing your article, you would probably insert some text. And here is where you could start kind of typing about your article. And then you can kind of mess with how it looks. So again, if you want to use one of the templates, that's totally fine. You can start from a template like this blog example, and you can edit, just start editing this way. But here you're going to have to delete some of the images and kind of put in placeholder text wherever you would like. So one thing I wanted to mention is that you can also link things. So you can create a link to the different articles that you're incorporating here, or if I kind of select here and right click, I guess not so much. So I could here, if I click link, I could say where it says web links, I could say I wanted to link this website. I'm going to copy that over, put that here, and now that has become a link. So it's pretty easy. Hopefully you guys enjoy using it. It's kind of a fun application, but I'd like you guys to kind of play around with something like this that eventually gives you, if I go to kind of preview or play, you'll see that it's got the images, have your title here, and then all of your text with other images. Kind of creates a little more dimension to your writing, and also encourages you to think about the fact that this is for a wider audience than just you. So hopefully this gave you some ideas on where to start. We will over SA4 either before or after Thanksgiving. So if you are stuck, or if you have questions, or if you're like, I don't know how to work Sway, that's what conferences are for. But please email me or reach out, and I can hop on Teams and kind of walk you through it. So I will talk to you soon.